Welcome back to another video, guys. So let's jump right into it. Before we do though, real quick, I just stopped myself right there. I'm a little bit sick, so if I mumble my words or something like that, I'm still trying to get over this cold. It's been a week. It's really kicking my ass, but I'm trying to kick it in the ass as well. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So what I want to talk about is, you know how you're the person in the family who basically, you game, you play, you built your own computer or stuff like that. And every time it's something to do with technology, people come to you to have it fixed. Like me personally, I am known as in my family and in real life to my friends as the technology guy. If they need technology fixed, they come to me. If they need anything about my phone, about their phone fixed, come to me. Xbox One, go to him. PS4, go to him. PC, go to him. Laptop, go to him. That's simply how it works, okay? And then on top of that, even when it goes to as far as like routers or something like that, they come to me like, well, why is this not working? Generally, most of the time I can help them. I'm not a complete genius, but I can help them try to figure it out. I don't do anything such as like Googling or anything like that because somebody can do that themselves. I want to sit here and I want to figure out why this is happening. Now, if it's a last resort to where I can't figure out why it's happening, I will maybe Google why it might be happening. In a case of a point of one of my friends who had a PlayStation 4 who went and asked me, like why, so on and so forth. And what I did was we found out that his PS4 was booting into safe mode and kept deleting his data. Well, it turns out that programming in the PS4, something got corrupted in it, and it wasn't something that I personally couldn't fix. I tried to fix it. So I was like, we've already done a complete, reinstall and all of this, and it keeps doing it. So in that case in point, just to prove my point, because I was like, there's probably something corrupted in the system that happened. And just to confirm my suspicions, I Googled this issue and it was something that was corrupted in the system. So we had to send it back to Sony and they had to, or PlayStation, and they had to go ahead and send them back a new one because that system was now corrupted. But most of the time I can figure out what it is. Somebody comes to me like, why is the tablet not doing this? Why is the tablet not doing this? Why is my phone not doing this? Why is my phone not doing that? Why is my computer doing this? Why is my computer doing that? For instance, I had somebody who approached me who was like, hey, I got a laptop. I want to know if I can restore it. I let somebody have it for a while and they got all these programs and stuff on it and I don't want all that. I just want it for like, browsing online and doing some like work. And they were like, is there any way that I can remove all that stuff of it and restore it back to when I first got the computer? I said, yeah, you can. You could go ahead and redo that. And they were like, well, can I give it to you to do that? I was like, yeah, if you want to. And they're like, can I pay you for it? I'm like, if you want to, you ain't got to. But along those lines, it's still like, I enjoy it so much. Just a little bit of like a backstory. I'm a person who always was fascinated with technology. I'm the type of person who, if they owned a PS2, they wanted to know how to take it apart. They wanted to know how to take the controller apart and put it back together. They want to know why we needed this memory card, why we needed this wire, why we needed that wire, why I needed this, why I needed that, how did this work, how did that work? That's the type of person I was. And I have a ton of phones collected. I have a ton of phones. And I'm not just talking about smartphones. I'm talking about flip phones, Blackberries, all that other different type of stuff. And I got a bunch of smartphones collected as well on top of that. So I'm just a technology based person. I like to soak in as much information about technology as possible. And in doing so, if I can help people, that's great as well. I like to help people out and I like to try to get their issues fixed. If I can't, like I said, then I have to kind of pass it on to somebody else. But I sit here and I try to understand and try to fix it myself because that's the type of person I am. For instance, for my computer, when I first built my computer, it wasn't booting up. I'm not sure why. I didn't know why. And then I sat here literally for like 3 to 4 hours trying to figure out what it was. Didn't do no Googling or anything like that. And it turns out that all I had to do was plug the HDMI cable, because then I had an HDMI cable, into my graphics card instead of into my motherboard. And that's why I wasn't getting the display. But I figured it out. I figured out how to do it. And I love doing that. That doesn't mean that it doesn't come with a couple of drawbacks. Now, there aren't major drawbacks that annoy me, but there are some things. And let me go ahead and explain. Maybe you, a person who knows technology and stuff like that, has come across the same thing that I've come across. But when you come home from working and stuff like that, I personally want to come home from work and crank these videos out for you guys, and that's what I want to do. And when I come home from work and then I just get bombarded by a bunch of questions to do with technology and why this isn't working, why that isn't working, and all this and all that, because of the reason being that I've been out at work all day and they can't ask me then, so they wait till I get home. Now, I don't have an issue helping or anything like that. It doesn't annoy me. It doesn't make me mad, but I want to sit here and make videos and stuff like that, and it kind of, interferes with a little bit of my time, because there's no real my time if everybody's like, how does this tablet do this? How does this do that? How does this do that? How does that do that? But overall, I like helping people. It means that if I help them and I learn what it is, I'll then gain knowledge to use again at some point later on in my life, or maybe again recently. And I love having that fact that I can have so much information at my disposal whenever I need it. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys like the video, obviously you guys know what to do. do about that. If you didn't like it, well, then you know what to do about that. And on top of that too. And I'll see you guys next time.